want to welcome everybody to episode number 7 of our Full Throttle podcast. Welcome, gearheads, gear chicks, and gear kids. What did you guys think of last week's episode?
I could watch it over and over.
I could too. I watched it 3 times yesterday.
Really?
I went to the car wash there to cut grass, and on the way out I listened to it, and then on the way back I finished it, and then I came here last night and we were grooving up tires and listened to it with Keith and John and his buddy Dylan, and a lot of laughs, man. We did very good last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's our money up to?
Oh, like $7.
$7?
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
7 in 7 podcasts. So
Yeah,
by the
$1.
time we get to 1,000, we'll have $1,000.
Yeah, we can get that adapter kit for your new blower.
No, I would just buy a case of Lunars,
Oh my god.
pallet.
How are we not sponsored by those
I
guys
think
yet?
that you got a little bit more than $1,000 to buy a pallet of Lunars.
I don't know. Maybe they give you a discount if you buy in bulk.
In bulk. Yeah. Can they just drop off one of them 250-gallon totes like we get the oil, and we'll just put our own tap on it?
Oh my god.
Oh,
What flavor would you do?
Root beer.
That I creamed in my pants when I drank that one.
Oh, is that
cream
'cause it's
flavor.
cream?
Sea smooth.
Yeah, it's good. It's like a A&W cream soda. It was delicious.
$7.65.
$7.65. Look at that. And people said we wouldn't be something someday. Look at that. $7.65.
Matt tells me that every day.
It's only to motivate you.
Right.
That's what they all say.
So Full Throttle's here. Today's the day.
Yeah.
Full Throttle Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Gonna have food trucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like food.
What are we playing for music? Just DJ this week again?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Bring out your cars. Roll them in. Park the field up. Let's park the road up. Let's make a parking problem again. And then we got some crafts being sold in the building here.
Got beer?
We got beer. Craft Creek is back.
Yep.
Part swap again.
Park
yeah.
swap again.
Moving that to the gravel.
Yep, that'll be up here closer. And then we got some chainsaw. Michael Myers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's gonna be carving some stuff.
Also known as Zach.
Zach Canning, yeah, he's gonna Canning Creations. He's gonna carve up some shit out here in the parking lot. He does a hell of a job, and he really has some neat stuff out there. I always like the eagles that he makes. And
I think that's what he's going to do this time.
Is
Is
he?
another eagle, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had an order come in the last time he was here for an eagle, and he was going to carve it up here, and customers going to take it right from here again.
Well, I like eagles because we got this eagle right on our logo here.
They're not on this one.
Yeah.
Close enough.
We got this pet skull.
Oh yeah, the pet skull with the eagle's wings. Yeah.
it's
Yep.
mixed in with it.
Yeah. Nice. Facebook follower topics.
Again?
We did interactive posts again.
Sweet.
I got 4 of them for you guys today.
4.
4.
Any of
Picking
them
up the whole
pertaining?
script.
Yeah, I mean, the people are following us. They want to know some different things. They want some subjects that we can talk about here. They laid out a couple of
Automotive
things.
related or life?
We got half and half. We got 2 automotive ones, and then we got some life type stuff that
I
we
don't
can
know if
talk
we're the
about
best
today.
people to be taking life advice from.
That's what I thought, but they want to know. They want to know. If they want to know, we're gonna give it to them.
This
You know?
shit'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, Laura was drunk one night at the campground. She's like, "You guys gotta answer girls' questions. It's the girls' audience." I'm
Well,
like,
that's-
okay, honey.
That's where the gear chicks come in. So we'll
Yep.
do whatever
Gear
they
chicks.
want us to do.
We have girls watching this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
Matt,
I'm outta
keep-
here.
Keep your shirt on. There's girls watching them.
Some
First-
might like you.
What's
No.
No.
Yeah, probably right.
First one we got today is Chris Genty, our glass guy from Lakeshore Auto Glass. He wants to know old school muscle cars versus new age cars, muscle cars type stuff.
Me and Keith thought about this earlier today.
Yeah.
You did actually.
Yeah.
It's,
So,
you know.
so if you had the choice, what would you go with? And I think we're going to start down here on the left. Matt, if you can whip something up quick. I know you were a 72 Chevelle
Yeah,
for your
Yep.
dream build last week.
I would still stick with the old school stuff.
You're-
That's what started
Your old
started
school.
me in this career path. And don't get me wrong, the new stuff's cool, but I would rather jump in that Chevelle and go.
Yeah. 78 Lincoln, you can put collector's plates on it, right?
Yep, that's sitting at home.
Cool.
That's fine in the garage.
Is that considered a muscle car?
I would say no.
I think the rats that fucked in it would be a muscle.
He was flexing his muscle.
Yeah, he was
Whatever,
flexing.
But
Yeah,
that's all right. It can just stay right there.
yeah. That's good. That's good. Keith, what do you got for us?
I'm gonna say old school, but new school parts.
I see where he's going.
You son of a
New,
bitch.
new
Like a
engine.
resto mod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new engine, new handling.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
He skirted the line there, that
Yeah.
little bastard.
Yep.
That's what we fought about earlier today.
What-
I told him I hate old school cars because of that.
Yeah, he's like, what in here would beat my Cadillac? And I'm like, wait till Evan Smith's car comes back. And then he tells me that's not an old car.
There's
I'm
nothing
like,
old about
it
it.
is, but it
Yeah.
has a new
Oh,
motor.
the sheet metal's old.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But the motor in there is literally the same one from my car, one generation newer.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole lot more horsepower.
Well, yeah, no shit, it's supercharged.
Yeah. But the thing you got to look at, Justin, is people look at the mask on the outside.
Mhm.
We talked about
Right.
Scooby Doo here last
Yeah,
week.
no, I get that.
You know what
Okay,
I mean?
keep going down the line because I can, when it gets down here, I'll continue this.
What type of car, Keith? Muscle car.
Muscle car?
Yeah, because you just
Well, you
picked
just
a
said muscle car.
car.
Oh,
What
yeah, I
what are
forgot
you
it was
doing
muscle
this?
car.
What are you doing this resto mod thing with?
Or are you doing in a pickup?
Well, obviously,
You
I pick
can't
a
use
pickup,
that-
but it's muscle car, so
You
that's
can't
not a
u-
pickup.
and you can't use that for every damn question.
Right. Getting sick of that fucking truck
Can't use
already.
Murder Nova for every question.
I know. I was trying to think of my answer
Once-
because
Once anything Strielos comes up, Chris's fucking wiener pops up. Murder Nova.
you're just jealous my wiener comes up.
Fucker's harder than Chinese or
No, I'm a grower, not a shower. Don't bring that one up for me.
That could be a new subject.
No,
Grower.
grower, shower.
They're gonna ask us to prove it.
I'm gonna sit on this side of the
I can't hear you.
If the ladies are watching,
Hey,
right?
Matt.
We'll get some more women viewers.
Matt's
Grower
only
show.
going away because he's neither.
So did you pick out that muscle
Come
car
on.
yet? I'm holding up the show
Probably a Nova or Chevelle. Oh,
here.
Charger.
When you paint it black?
No,
No. Okay.
Red.
Yeah, right.
I'm honestly not that much of a red guy. It's just my interior.
You're a
red.
redneck.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
He mows the lawn a lot.
that's probably most of our viewers are probably rednecks.
I'm a redneck.
Yeah.
High tech redneck.
Hey, can you get that on your
I only
truck?
come out to the country to come to work. Otherwise, they stay in my city.
Can't have pallet fires in the city legally.
legally?
Yeah, don't get caught. I burn tires in my
Kobe.
backyard.
Hey, what's,
Yeah,
going,
like a-
what's
I
going
could
on
have been a
here?
professional basketball player.
Somebody's
See
in my
that?
house.
I think there's issues with that.
Well, what are you saying?
You can't jump. That's all.
Well,
White
we
people
all
can-
know white men
white-
can't jump.
Yeah,
I feel like he could jump on the table if he
That's
really needed to.
actually
What's your muscle car, or new age car? Are you
man.
going to go with a Hellcat, or a newer Camaro, or a newer Corvette, or are you going to stick to the old school side of things?
I gotta go old school because I can't work on that new shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I say it?
every
knows.
other podcast. Why
Yeah,
not
why
this
not?
one?
No, I like the Camaros, the
I'm pretty
Chevelles.
sure
Actually,
people are playing drinking games every time you say murder. Nobody take a shot.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
Murder Nova, take a shot. I like Oldsmobile Cutlasses, like the 442.
Yeah.
I'd like to build one of
What
those.
generation?
Like, I don't know.
You talking 80s, right?
No,
No,
70s or
69 convertible.
no.
no,
That
no
would be-
convertible. No, them twist.
Yeah,
Put big power in them.
I was just talking to Andrew about that yesterday. Yeah, I would go with a 442 or something.
42. Yeah.
But I do like. I would modernize the suspension.
Yeah. I'm going the same way. I'm resto mod. I'm doing a old like I did the 32, 34 Ford thing with a newer drivetrain. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just for fuel efficiency, drivability.
Do you really need fuel efficiency? in
right.
a
Well,
car like
Who the
that,
hell is
though?
this guy?
But you look at it this way: an old muscle car with a big block in it, you're getting 6 miles a gallon. Now you could put something in there with more power, fuel injected, and
Oh, there it is.
and you can take people for a cruise, and you're gonna get 16, 17,
Yeah.
double.
Hey,
I don't know,
get
the
rid of that
smell of a
carburetor.
carburetor.
I think that's what you just said.
I said get rid of the carburetor, but before I wanted carburetors because you couldn't tune fuel injection, and now we have this individual here that can tune them for me. So now let's do it.
So
I'm not tuning that. Hell no.
I got an '84 Suburban
That's not
cream and
fuel
brown.
injected.
I need a 6-liter put in it.
done.
Get it on schedule.
He's a fucking scheduler. What? He schedules everything. He just tells me what to do.
Yeah, we'll write her up.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that was
Uh,
priceless. You're gonna have to zoom in on your face.
Fucking put me on the spot like that.
Looked like you seen a ghost.
So
I don't do any
What
scheduling.
is
I answered 2 phone calls today, and now I'm scheduling.
I had to look over my shoulder. I thought he had his penis out.
That was worse than my moment last week.
Yeah.
So
I'm just dumbfounded.
after we get a 6-liter in that, is she going on the auction block? Or
No,
you
I'm
gonna
gonna keep that one. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah,
What are we talking
yeah.
about?
That
It's
brown
creamy.
and cream Suburban I got, 80 square body Suburban.
Cream.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Well,
about.
come
How
on
many
over.
fucking?
I'll show you sometime.
All right.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
What are you
Was it?
doing?
Oh,
We got to get back to this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or we're gonna be here for 2 hours.
I'm
so-
going to be
LS.
either. Well, I'm going. No matter what, drivetrain, engine, everything's going to be new age, newer.
Mhm.
That's just common sense. It's got nothing but better.
Yeah, yeah.
But for the body itself, that's a hard toss up for me. I would also go probably old school, but we're going to talk like 68 to 71 Charger.
Oh, that old school.
Yeah.
I was thinking old school for a guy your age would be like a 1990.
3 Beretta GTU?
Yeah, Beretta.
Yeah, old school for us isn't old school for them.
No.
Like 80s.
Although
is
that Beretta
old.
would be kind of cool.
I just said
You
69.
would go 69.
Yeah, 69.
I know, but
Chevelle
No, Charger.
Charger. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
68 to 71, depending. I like the long tail lights. I like the 69, 70.
Mm-hmm.
The individual taillights are cool.
I like the long tail.
I like the long the
I
most,
really
though.
do. Gives us a good look.
It
Yeah,
would
what-
be the jet black with the RT stripe on the back, but
Mhm.
it would be all swapped out. And I don't right off the bat. Most people, people would get pissed off going with a different motor from a different company, but it would be an LS motor going into that Charger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just LS all the way.
Yeah. You would definitely piss off the purist. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that. Yeah.
then you gotta get all Dukes of Hazzard and wear Daisy Dukes.
Did you see Whistling Diesel's tribute to Dukes? Fuck. I'm
Bowen-
blanking.
Bowen Luke
I know he's got one.
or
Yeah,
Dave?
it's an LS twin turbo sticking out of the hood.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, and
I
he
didn't think you were pulling out your phone.
yeah, I don't know what he was
generally.
pulling.
Generally.
There, thank
There
you.
you go.
It was
Generally,
vibrating.
but it was Cletus took it and we went down the track with it. And what is it? 2-speed? It's
Yeah, I
a
don't
power
know.
glide.
Generally speaking.
But it took off,
Oh,
and I'm talking like to the 100-foot. Just had one wheel off the ground. There's no sway bar in the back.
Oh,
Just to the
rolled
100. Oh
over?
yeah, just sat there all the way down the.
At least you could steer it still.
Yeah. And then Whistling Diesel took it down the track first to second, and from probably the 120-foot mark on was just hitting red line all the way through and still ran a 9-second quarter mile.
shit. Sounds like my first
Well,
Drake
you were on the
racing
red line.
experience.
How fast
Yep.
were you going then?
I don't know, but I was at about 1,000 feet, and she never shifted in the second gear, but we still ran a 914. Yeah.
Can't wait to see that on the track this year.
Yeah, I want to. And
Pitter patter.
no, we got the nitrous on there. That'll give her a little extra too. So we'll see what happens. Let's get her out there.
Run 1 or 2 NA, feel it out,
Yeah.
then put the spray on her.
Yep.
Give
I'm
her
ho-
the beans.
I'm hoping to catch a really cool shot coming down the drag strip. Maybe this one wheel off the ground coming up.
She
No.
No, I just
she
squats and
won't.
goes.
squats and takes off.
It won't.
Yeah.
let-
Even on the dirty road at the old shop there, it wouldn't spin the tires. It hooks. I mean, it's a good car.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
car. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, bring her back, Justin. So our second viewer on Facebook, our very own John Vetting.
Oh, this kid.
Great heavens, this ought to be a great
Yeah,
question.
Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo wants to know,
Junka John.
are we putting chrome rims on or black rims on?
If I had to pick between the two, I'm not a biggest fan of either one. But if I had to pick the two, it's going to be chrome.
Oh.
It won't be black.
So specify for me, because we had this conversation before we even started the cameras, as I was going to get some ice cold ones here. You don't like chrome and you don't like black. What else is there?
You got colored,
Oh,
bronze,
Oh,
gold,
oh, gold, okay,
but more
okay.
bronze. I'm a huge bronze guy. A lot of my cars are
Still
silver.
like finishing third place.
Loser.
At least I get a finish.
I see where we're going
No.
this week.
I always
Pick
finish.
on Justin again.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck.
Hey, at least we're back to the norm.
But like John's truck back here with the chrome, that fits. I like that.
Yeah.
Black, I'm not a wait, pause. Black
You're not a fan of
wheels.
Brandon?
Black wheels. I'm not a big fan of. I feel like they hide the detail of your expensive wheel too much. I don't like black.
I think they all have their place.
Yeah.
So they got their application, they got the customer's thought process, you know, their style, what they're going for their look. I can't answer that question either way. I like chrome, I like black.
Oh.
I got the damn
I was
hiccup.
what was that? There's a cricket in here.
We'll get to that in Keith's cleaning corner.
But I did have a 2012 white mega cab with a 6-inch lift of 37s on it, and it originally came with black tires.
Well, all tires are black.
Yeah.
well, black
Well,
rims.
white walls.
Yeah,
They're still black.
Oh, you
Just
can put
white on there.
wall it, yeah.
Yeah, that is.
So I went to a chrome wheel, and the brake dust and the maintenance of keeping them clean and looking nice, it pissed me off. So I sold them and I ended up putting a different set on there. I like the black wheels just for I call
Simplicity.
it I call it a lazy man's wheel is what I call it. You know, easy to keep clean. You ain't got to polish it on all the time. You can run them in winter.
You got these kids over here. They can clean them up for you.
Yeah,
Isn't that what you
Back to chrome.
I guess so. Yeah, child labor. We talked about that a couple episodes ago. Child labor.
They're cheap.
Yeah. What are you doing, Chris? What are you putting on your car?
Depends on the application. Like,
Yep.
You son of a bitch.
it does. Like, Laura's truck looks badass with black
With
wheels.
the blacked out. That I would call that the murder Chevy.
Yeah.
No, Murder
man.
Nova's wheels are black.
Murder Silverado.
Murder
Yeah.
Rado.
Oh, I like that.
Murder
Now we just
Rado.
gotta make it fast.
I'll work on that.
It was so fast it blew the tires off the camper last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now on Tidy Whitey, I'm gonna get rally wheels on it. You know what I mean? There's
Yep, old school.
Well, you could paint the insides of those, but the center cap and the ring is chrome.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the application.
Yep. It's as you can put any set of wheels on a vehicle, and just totally change the whole look of
Yeah.
the thing. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
wheels make cars big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. You know what the nice thing is here at Vetting Customs? We are a Wheel Pros dealer.
Fuck.
You can get anything you want.
Are you talking tires or wheels?
Is it past
rims.
10 minutes? You
What?
can say that.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, we can.
We're
Fucking
selling-
A.
You didn't
Well,
know?
I'm cutting this part out because I just sound itch.
Oh, why? Oh, we're gonna have like fucking the podcast is over.
We're gonna have like a minute of fucking recording then. What are you doing?
I cut all of us out. Podcast over. I'm going home.
What the hell?
You gotta leave that in. Where yeah, it's like fucking the
Podcast is over. Yeah.
I don't know if I should leave that R word in there. I mean, I feel like we're better off
Well,
saying
can
the
you,
N word.
can you just
We were
say-
working with the distributor.
Yeah, we were retarded in the timing.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Wheel Pros.
Yeah, but we
yeah,
are a
we
Wheel
are a
Pros
Wheel
dealer.
Pros dealer.
Yeah.
So what kind of what are we talking about wheels?
So anything custom offsets we can get too.
Seriously.
Yeah, dead serious.
Christ.
Did you hear that Alibaba's now selling billet wheels?
Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Yeah.
just came out of your mouth?
Are we in
Alibaba.
Egypt
You can get
or
anything on
wherever that's
Temu,
from?
too.
John.
It's the same thing as
Yeah,
Temu,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
billet drag pack wheels.
You
Like
know,
for
I
like
think
race cars,
Alibaba
yeah.
is who drove the Freightliner before we bought.
So where are we at? You? Keith.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're up.
Come on, Zeke.
Come on, Zeke.
Yeah, I've owned both, but
But we put that on bread.
Butter.
But this podcasting can be fucking
We had
great.
really nice black wheels on Miss Piggy.
yeah, I've owned both.
Until
Hold on. What happened? That we
Video.
We don't need to bring that
Insert
up.
video right here.
handles better with the trip. Oh!
Yeah, what happened?
Chris,
there?
send me that.
The old curb
It's on the-
stomper.
it's on the
Didn't
old
do too
TikTok.
well.
So the car wanted to go one way. I wanted to go the other way.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
I saw it.
Oh, you saw
I
it?
saw the
Yeah.
video.
Oh yeah, I made
You know
sure I
what's
showed
weird?
everybody
Yeah.
on Monday.
The wheel looked like it was turned to the curb.
Yeah, he
It
come
did.
he come out of the corner on the go-kart track and he was this way and he just took out my flag stand, he took out the curb.
Johnny's phone,
Yeah, down his phone.
his wheel.
But yet you told me, oh, it
blinker?
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, wasn't that bad.
So
It really
Caused
was.
like
Eh, eh,
$4 grand in
And
damage.
I'm telling you, as I was standing on the hill and it happened, I'm like, oh shit. We're putting a headlight, bumper cover, grill, maybe the hood's bent. You know, he come around and knocked the clearance light out of the bumper cover and gouged up his wheel a little bit.
Well,
Not too bad.
I don't know how much a phone costs, but
I mean,
Yeah.
I drove away from it, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Dude, your car's sagging to one side.
It was kind of like
You
that
sacked
before.
out of shock.
you
or
did
what?
another, what, 30 laps after that.
Yeah, you
that
did.
was that was fine.
I will say, when it came into the corner, that Envoy is set up that it gets down on the right front and that left rear is up and that thing is over like an A-mod. And it is just, yeah.
We
look
gotta
good.
make that track bigger so
Look
we can
good.
run it.
I think so, yeah.
Then we're gonna record videos out there.
I think I'm going to get that clay hauled here. We're going to get that track bigger. We're all going to get Cavaliers or Escorts.
Didn't we try this already?
We gotta get
we
rear
are.
wheel drive.
We are going to
8-cylinders.
have the Liberty 500 at Vetting Raceway. I'm telling you.
We'll have to call it something else.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
Well, it's
boy.
the town of Liberty.
Yeah,
That's why I
the
said it.
tracks in the town.
What
yeah.
did you think of the Liberty meant?
I
Freedom?
don't know. I went instant.
Liberty,
to
Liberty,
Cletus.
Liberty.
Well, yeah, I did too. Well, let's call it the Full Throttle 500.
Yeah,
Because
There we
what
go.
happened when Keith went full throttle right on the flank stand?
Right into the curb.
the full throttle flag
Yeah.
stand.
All right, back to wheel talk. Once you go black, you never go back.
Okay. Yeah. You like the
Yeah,
Wait, that
'cause
doesn't
I
make
mean,
sense. You're on Chrome now.
That's because the other one's bent.
Yeah, when I pick up my marketplace wheels, I know how to sandblast and powder coat, so black.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
But we could do chrome.
Well,
powder
you could
coat,
do
right?
chrome. You could do
Black's
a
a lot easier.
Yamaha blue,
Or you could do bronze.
bronze.
Mm-mm.
Are you fucking making fun of me over there?
You
No,
know,
kind of.
no, bronze is
Why?
the biggest.
That's third place.
You
I have
see?
to agree with Chris. Depends on the application.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On my Lincoln, I think a nice set of smoothie 20s, black,
Oh,
on that car would look real nice.
Yeah, hot.
Chrome,
Very hot.
chrome would probably not.
And then get that vinyl top off, and let's get that roof
Okay.
and the hood and the trunk
I
black.
just got done telling you
Ooh,
that it
yeah.
was gonna stay
And
in
let
the
that
shed
let
for
that
this
let
year.
that gray. Let that gray.
I
on.
just got done telling you it was gonna stay in the shed this year.
Well, you tell me lots of things that I don't listen to.
Well, that we know.
It's
Well,
not
we
your
can do
call,
it.
it's
We can
Colin's.
do it in the shed.
That's Colin's call, not yours.
No, I got too much shit in there.
Yeah, what's Colin want?
Yeah.
aerosol it.
Whoa.
Aerosol.
We'll
What, is,
talk to
what
him.
does Cullen want?
Yeah, we'll ask. him if
Probably
he wants
6
it in
more
the shed.
Lincolns.
Mm.
I don't know the way he was looking at the Cadillac. I'm thinking Cadillac.
I think he's a catty kid too.
Maybe.
I stopped over his house and you were just sitting there looking at my car through the window.
Yeah, that's because you heard your exhaust.
So I got another one for you. This is a good one. This is where we start getting into the real depths of us as human beings.
Oh, so these are the life questions.
Yeah, these are the life questions.
Got
So
Asked by a female.
your daughter, by the way.
Great.
Yeah.
Fish lips.
Yeah. Fish lips, Daytona Sea Hafer. She wants to know, have you ever experienced a paranormal or unexpected experience?
Yeah, the guys at the shop continuously impress me all the time.
No, but seriously.
I
have
Yeah,
you
you
ever
just watch us through the office window.
I burned the spot.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Peeping Mac.
Really putting in that snap-on chair, huh?
Hey, don't be hating.
Almost wore out already.
Just looks like it.
Only right here.
I wonder if it's lifetime warranty.
What do you got for your paranormal experience or just a weird experience? You ever sitting at home watching TV?
I wonder what
you
the
went
hell
to
was that noise?
Yeah, what the hell was that noise?
When
you
he's
went
at
you
home,
went
he
to the
ain't
window
watching
and
TV.
looked and there was nothing there. And then you turned around and went to the refrigerator for a beer and Casper the Ghost tickled your nutsack. Did that ever happen? Did that ever happen? No?
No, not like
You're
that.
missing out.
Whoa!
I need me a Casper.
You get a dog and name it Casper.
Oh my god.
The
A black dog too.
when I was younger and living with mom and
good
dad,
time.
before we remodeled our house in 2002, 2001, 2002.
Which one is that? That's the one in Kiel?
No, my mom and
Oh,
dad's
your mom and
house.
dad's house,
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
okay.
Chris, in 2002, I wasn't quite living on my own.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're like 38 at that time.
Oh, fuck
I
off.
was wasted in 2002.
But before
maybe
then, we
not.
would have things randomly happen at the house. The water would turn on and off. Basement lights would turn on and off. You'd hear the steps creak. But we just wrote it up to my great grandma and grandpa just checking out the house one more time. Then we
Jeez.
remodeled it, and they got mad and moved out.
I firmly believe
Oh.
in that shit. I do.
That's usually when it happens when you remodel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you buy a new house, the first thing you do is remodel it so all the ghosts leave.
Yeah.
Huh.
Rip everything out,
Good to know.
change her up. Keith, you ever have any weird experiences?
No, but I will say when the air compressor kicks on when you're at the shop. by yourself.
Late at night by yourself.
I don't know. He
You
was
become a whole
telling me how
different
he always
person.
hears a weird creaking upstairs.
Yeah. That's the ghost of Pocahontas. Yeah.
Oh, Casper's up my dad.
Usually when I got my hammer pants on and I'm dancing across the floor. Oh. And I'm like, hammer time. And Angie's like, oh yeah.
You know how people are making AI like make random pictures of people like do something in a video? I wonder if I can get AI to get him to do the hammer jam.
Oh, fucking A.
Holy fuck.
Put it on
Oh
there.
my god.
If you can't, let me know. I could probably dig them up and bring them here, and I'll dance to this table for you.
Oh my god.
You know what you do then is you take that video and then when we have a bad part that you gotta edit out, you just put a little
Put that
blip
in
of that in there.
We
Chad
don't have,
fucking
what do you
doing the
mean,
hammer.
No, we don't have no bad parts.
No, this is a fully uncut video.
Said no one.
Raw, very raw.
Oh my god, we'd have a lot more viewers if you just left it raw.
What's your
We'd also have more reporters.
I don't
paranormal
care.
paranormal experience?
I don't know. I live right next to a cemetery. I kind of
Ooh.
thought I would see some of that shit, but
No, even
Nothing.
out there late at night having a bonfire, you don't.
well, if I'm out there by myself, I'm fucking wigging out.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm usually pretty stoned, but
see some lunars flying through the graveyard or what?
fuck no, I don't know. I got lots of animals out there too. You never know what's crawling around. Fucking
Stick
all
crack.
paranoid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, old Jim Bob
So-
here's got his shotgun out.
Do you feel like, I mean, are the neighbors normally quiet or?
They ain't got much to say, do they?
No, they're usually pretty quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I only have one other neighbor really, and it's Rich. But
he's a good guy though.
yeah, he keeps to himself. He helps me out whenever I need it.
He ever let you play with his trains?
He's got a
He's
lot of
got
cool
trains?
trains.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
His
In the basement or what?
Basement's badass.
Mm-hmm.
I only been upstairs.
Yeah. Ask him next time and tell him Chad said.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
You got-
I'll
He'll pound you full of Millers, and you can sit there and play with his trains.
It's
It's
cool.
fucking cool.
have to tell Rich to buy some lunars because
Yeah, he'll get
the
some.
Millers ain't gonna work. Oh man, I can only imagine getting them going.
Yeah.
Nothing. Well, there was I don't know Daytona.
Fish lips.
Yeah, that's why she's probably asking this. 'Cause I think she's got like a sixth sense or something. Like she sees that shit. There's been 2 houses where she saw ghosts.
Really.
I'm like, what the fuck ever, you know?
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well,
She was young, so
You've got 2 separate sides of the aisle on this subject. You got people that when you bring it up, they're like, "Get the hell out of here,"
I believe in
and
it.
I believe in it. I really do. I think. I hope I can come back and haunt all your asses.
Oh, you
with
know
it.
what?
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Going back
I'll
on
be the
last one.
Casper when you're at the fridge.
Going back to the last one. Oh fuck! I forgot where I was going with that.
Oh, too many
You
lunars.
got me with the Casper.
Yeah.
Great heavens.
Only, I do think my cat Ernie comes back and jumps on the bed and walks across the bed. Cause there's been, I would say, probably 50 times where I thought there was a cat on the bed. I go to kick my leg and there's nothing there,
Nothing
and I
there?
get up and I look and there's no cat.
So let me
fuck.
get this straight. Your bread is crawling with pussy.
Good
I
one.
mean,
That
I mean, look at this.
Why
That was a
not?
bad dig, huh? Oh, you got me.
Why not, right?
I just want to make sure we're clear.
Matt's jealous.
I'm up.
Yeah.
How much time you guys got?
Oh,
Oh, you
I-
see Elias?
You know exactly where I'm gonna
I
go. with
do
this one.
because you've talked to me about it already, and
Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about it. My fucking hairs are standing up on my arms already.
at least it's under your hairs.
So my dad's been gone for quite a while now, and I'm in here one night. And I'm welding, and I got the car up on the hoist, and I'm under there and welding up an exhaust system, fitting everything, and I'll be damned if somebody didn't fucking touch me on the shoulder. And the way I touched you right there was that fucking hard. I flipped my helmet up, and I thought he was fucking with me, that he came here while knowing I was here, and I'm literally doing one of these, like, who the fuck's behind me? So now I realized that nobody's here, and I'm still here by myself, and somebody touched me on the fucking shoulder. You would not
Oh,
believe
man.
how I walked around this place looking to see if somebody was here. It was a physical, like that.
Like
That's fucked up.
And, well, That
Oh.
hard. I thought something was hanging down on the car. I thought maybe the welder whip or the ground cable touched my shoulder. I did one of these and I looked around and there was nobody fucking.
But notice who we blame first.
I thought he showed up and was screwing with me. I
Right.
was looking through under the hoist like this to see feet or somebody walking because I immediately whipped my helmet up, Scared the shit out of me. And I think my old man was fucking with me that day. I really do.
That'd be
I really
cool.
do.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool if it was.
I
Well,
hope that's
and you
a
know what?
story
It
I'm
is
gonna go with.
100% something he would have.
He would have
do.
done that. Yeah.
I would have lit your leg on fire.
What the fuck?
Well, now I know next time if Chris is never here and
Yeah.
my legs are hot, Chris is burning me down. What do you got? Nothing? Or do you have some experience?
This shop, this and the body shop, man. Every time I'm here, like,
Oh shit!
just recently,
I've been painting late at the night at the shop over there. It was
That's
painting late at night, and you're in the paint booth painting, and all of a sudden you're like, "What the fuck was that?"
it's okay.
And it's like somebody walked through.
Right. At the other shop, it sounds like somebody drives up to the shop every 5 to 7 minutes.
Oh, that's
It-
just Brandon.
no, it's but it's not.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
sorry.
picking up his guys in the hood.
Oh my god.
You'll know because he
But-
slams on the brakes to check the brakes every time he stops.
Well, me
Every
and,
time I'm outside.
me and Blake were working on the Cadillac for that little while. Like every Monday, we'd be sitting there at least 5, 6, 7 times. We'd turn our head to see who was coming up to the door, all the time, waiting for somebody to open the side door or something. 'cause
At the old shop, really?
Yeah.
You guys have had that at the old shop?
Yeah. So to the west of us, where the new house is at the old shop,
Yeah.
where Neebs live.
Yeah.
There was a guy that used to live there, John Linsmeyer. He was in my wedding party and stuff. We were pretty close. He had a trailer there, and he had the same story Chris had, that the cat used to come and stand on his chest that night and wouldn't let him get up. And me and my brother are like, yeah, whoa, fucking day, But we got digging into this story that back in that corner by the pit, there's an Indian buried in there, and his name was Chief. And John always said every time they would dig in Madsen's gravel pit, Chief or something weird would happen in his trailer.
Shut up.
Yeah. So when I would see these people walk through the shop when I'm painting, knowing me, it's probably I was just tired of shit, right?
Yeah.
But my mind went right to, well, now they ripped that trailer down. Now the motherfucker's hanging out in the shop here at night with me. You know what I mean? But
Chief.
yeah, Chief. So if you ever see anything weird, just start doing the Indian.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I don't think we can put that in there.
Feathered, not red dot.
Commander.
Commander Chief.
What are all the other ones? Guardians. All the other Indian.
It's
It's all in good fun.
Well,
it's not like we're
How else do you explain it? Okay, now seriously.
Indian.
Feathered
If you're
Indian.
talking about Indian, what feathered would be pretty much your same
Chief.
thing as doing this. Ooh, I mean, that's what they do, and they dance around, and then it rains or it doesn't rain, or
Native
You
American.
know Tyler watches this
American
show.
Native
Indian.
American Indian. That's what I was getting at. But I just does anybody know what the red dot means?
It's an off button.
It's it means the target is locked.
Black Hawk Down.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Do you
All right.
save like
Indian-
non-edited ones?
Yeah, I have all of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a lot of these.
you should send them. Make a separate fucking YouTube channel of just those.
We'll continue on with your
I'm more-
paranormal.
I forgot it was
You did the paranormal at the shop, right?
Well, I was just saying it always sounded like somebody was driving up, but at this shop, even when me and Brandon were working on the car, this one, it sounded like somebody was opening the side door like over here. I came over to this side of the shop 3 times to check if somebody was here.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's something with you.
It's probably
It
Keith.
doesn't happen at home. At home, it sounds normal.
I've spent a lot of time at that old shop.
Oh, dude, you got a sprayer.
I have spent.
And you never.
Lock
I've slept there actually.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of late nights with getting the trucks back on the road, things like that. But I have never had anything like that.
It's very quiet there at night. It is.
What the fuck are you doing?
What a creep.
I'm not sure what's more creepy, the picture or you that kept it.
Yeah.
All my photos saved from Snapchat on my phone.
You wanted him to show it to.
Yeah, I sent it to the blonde.
Yeah.
No.
I hate you.
Moving on up, moving on up.
from my house, it would be.
Yeah, it would
wouldn't
be the east side, yeah. So I'm gonna go with our fourth subject today, since I think we beat the shit out of this one.
Yeah.
Way to go, Daytona.
My
That was a good one.
my mom, Hattie Vetting, she wants to know, were you ever disciplined as a child, and how did it affect you as an adult? Growing up wise, maturing wise, were your parents hard on you?
Well, my parents got divorced when I was pretty young, so you know how divorced parents get. They get real lenient on you, trying to make it, you know.
Oh, it's better over here. It's better over
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
And then once you're old enough, you start playing both sides of the fence.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, I would.
But
too.
I got the metal buckle of a belt once or twice.
Good.
Metal hangers.
Yeah.
I have common sense
And
not
I-
to do
I'm
stupid
gonna-
shit.
Well,
I'm gonna firmly believe, and this is probably gonna come out the wrong way, that belt made you the person you are today, and you're a fine individual. Let me say that. Seriously, yeah, you're a good kid. You're a good kid.
I mean, you should have your friend. Your mom and dad aren't your friends.
correct.
They can be your friends,
they can be your friends,
but they're not your friends.
Oh, he is a little fruity,
Mhm.
Chad.
You need.
I
They
am.
need to be your parent before they need to be your friend. They need to be there for you like a friend, but they need to be your parent first.
Yeah.
Parent first.
And that's how my parents were just about the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mhm.
I've gotten the leather end of a belt split on my ass before.
Hard ass.
So the reason
Thank you.
So the reason I'm kind of glaring off in the distance here is I just realized that part of this question is gonna come down to
Your kid talking shit about you.
I didn't realize.
Your mom planned it?
Yeah, my mom
Set you up?
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
John.
Yeah, I called John in.
Yeah,
she
let's
was-
not.
Yeah. For me, it was the normal. It was tough love, very tough love.
Remember, Patty said, "Be nice."
Yeah, well, she did, yeah, she
did
did
comment that.
I think she would want me to say it how it is. My mom was very laid back. It was, if I didn't go to school, I'm gonna call your dad. If your dad comes home from work, he's gonna drive your ass to school, and then he'll meet you after school to give you the fucking beating that you deserve. Working in the garage with him, there was a lot of arguments. He always showed me the right way, but then even if you did it good, it was never good enough. Let's just say that. I always searched for that approval, that pat on the back, but he always had a way of, even though I had it, you can always do it better. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm kind of that way with Andrew now that you say that.
yeah, you have to be. You have to be. Mm-hmm.
Then you make you strive for excellence.
Yeah.
Push him.
Don't settle for good enough. I always tell the guys here that at the shop. The
Good enough,
moment
is
you get comfortable and you're not challenging yourself, I feel like you might as well just give up, because
And
you
it's
hit
boring.
you hit this plateau, and well, I've accomplished this, and I'm good enough, and that's all I need to do every day, and I'm just gonna level off. Keep pushing yourself to be better, because there's a guy down the road that's working harder than you.
Yeah.
There's a guy in another state that's working harder than you. You always want to be better than that person. Read up. Books are still good. I mean, now we're in a day and age of its cell phones and Google and AI will tell you everything, but
I love Google.
I still order books. I still read shit. I still watch videos. You can never stop learning. That's the beautiful thing about life.
One quote I've always loved is, "Your biggest competition is yourself."
Yeah.
Nobody's
I'm an
harder.
asshole.
Yep.
Well, that we know. But
No,
yeah,
I'm
nobody's
hard though.
harder on you than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you should be your best critic and your worst critic at the same time.
Yep.
And another thing I've heard is,
That can really screw with a guy, though.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It can play with your mind. That's for
That's
sure.
why I drink so many Lunars.
And don't worry about somebody else's opinion. It don't matter their opinion of you, especially if it's somebody you wouldn't ask advice from.
Yeah.
Right.
Then it don't mean shit.
This sounds like all the memes that we post on Facebook.
It is. We
Mm.
send these back and forth quite a bit on the shop page and stuff. But Chris, how was your childhood? You get your ass beat all the time?
Looks like it.
By my grandma. My grandma Wyman, I did.
Yeah.
My mom was pretty laid back because she was a single mom raising 2 kids. So, I mean, she would spank me and I would laugh at her. It's not in her blood to be like that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I knew right from wrong, and I always did wrong.
Yeah.
But
Well, we all did as boys.
I mean,
you wanted to see how far you could push your limits.
right,
And don't get me wrong, as hard as my dad was on me, I would go back to that any day of the week. And I would thank him for everything he did. As hard as it was, and how hard he pushed me, I would go back to that in a heartbeat. And I understand fully what he did, and it made me who I am today.
My mom should have beat my ass more, in my opinion. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
especially my sister.
Yeah.
Keith, how does Chad treat you?
Well, I was raised the old-fashioned way too. I mean, like you guys said, it was hard watching other kids get it easy.
Yeah.
But you know, now that I'm out of high school and stuff, you appreciate it more. You know.
I know that was some of the conversations we always had. I remember how frustrated you were with me when I wouldn't get you a cell phone and all the other kids had cell phones, and you'd come home mad as shit.
The devil.
You know, everybody's got a cell phone. I don't got a cell phone, and I can't even communicate on the team apps because I don't have a phone. I wouldn't let him get one until he was 16. I didn't believe that him being buried in that electronic device, being a zombie his whole life, would help him become a man someday. And I preached that to him. I said, you're going to hate me for this, but someday you're going to thank me for this. And seeing what he's done now at his age, being 18, soon to be 19 here in July, I don't think he would change the way I treated him any, and he understands what I was doing for him. So at the time, it was hard for you. I know that.
He's a hard worker. He eats a lot, though.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Oh, that ain't no shit.
You should talk. Let's go look at your snack drawer once.
Which one? The one in his toolbox? The
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
toolbox or his desk?
Leave my snacks out of this.
How about you, Matt? You done, Keith? Or you got more? This is your opportunity to tell me how it was.
Yeah.
Hey, you were an asshole for
You
yelling at
still
me all
live
the
with
time.
him. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
He's still learning from his dad. Don't
right.
be a
That's
fool.
true.
You drive his old truck, so thank him, because exactly what he did for me, Big John, I did for you. Same shit. I just passed it right down. When they're in a fucking socket in that toolbox and it's missing, and I had to spend a whole Sunday when I was a kid searching for a 10mm socket, and then, we all know that them just disappear. I did not lose that socket. My dad made me stay in that garage a whole Sunday because it was missing in
did
his
you find it?
toolbox. Yeah. Guess what?
Right where he left.
Where he left it. Yeah, not me.
Yeah. He couldn't remember, so that's why he had you do it.
Yeah. So
Oh,
same,
good.
you know, it's the same shit, Keith. When there's tools missing, I'm like, why is this slot empty? Why is this? Find it. You used it last. Thankfully, you haven't had to tell me, oh, you lost it yourself, old man. And I never heard you say that. You guys usually lose them, but then you find them. You're very respectful of my stuff. I will say that. Yeah.
I will say, my mom used to use the hose on me because you know we're in an automotive shop that used to scare me, but then when I got older, I used to laugh just like you guys when
Yeah.
I'd get it, and then I'd
Yeah.
get threatened with dad, you know,
Yeah.
and the belt, but
I
then
got-
I would stop.
I got some videos for you we can put on there.
Oh, perfect.
There
Perfect,
There
perfect.
was a time Keith was all weed whacking in the front yard, right?
Hmm.
And he was doing this half-ass motion, and he didn't want to weed whack.
Oh.
Angie had this like 18-inch long, 3/4 inch heater hose.
Why?
That's
Hell
what she
is
whooped
that?
her ass with.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So he's out there and doing this half-ass cocky shit where he's trimming, right? The front door opens to the house, and she's beelining it for him with this hose. He drops the trimmer and takes off running. And now I got my phone.
Run,
I got my
Boris.
phone out, and I'm videotaping this through the big front window. Like, this is great. Look at that. Look at that. I got that video. I'll send it to you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
It's
That's
funny
a,
as shit.
that's a TikTok right
Yeah,
there.
it is. It's funny as shit.
I will say John probably has some stories too.
Oh, he's
he used
probably
to
got a
throw
couple.
like 7 layers of pants on
Yeah.
What
when
the
he
hell?
knew he was gonna get the hose.
Why he knew that he was fucked up.
There was a time he was gonna get his ass whooped, and he knew he was gonna get his ass whooped. He went and put 7 pairs of shorts on, and Angie gives him a crack on the ass, and he don't flinch. And she's like, "Wait a minute!" She spins him around and peels his back open like this, and I lost it. I couldn't even hold it together as the old man. He had
Smart
7 of them.
kid.
He was
Smart little
all
fucker.
padded in there.
Smart
you know?
dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he knew he screwed up.
Yeah. He knew he had it coming. Yeah. What about you, Matt? You get your ass whooped?
Not like that.
Not enough.
Not like that. But my parents were I'm thankful that they were the parents they are, because I turned out who I am because of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. I think we
and
all
they'll let
agree
you
on that.
know when you screwed up. But
Yeah. You had,
Yeah.
you had a fear of Big Mike? You had a fear of Big Mike?
Mom did
Iron
a lot of
Mike.
the disciplining, and then if you really screwed up, then Dad got involved, and he didn't have to get involved too often because me and my brother were already scared of Ma.
You were
Now,
an angel, weren't you?
I wouldn't go that far, but for the most part, I would guess I didn't really get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Well, coming back to you, Keith. It's Keith's cleaning corner
God,
time.
you fucking suck.
Hey, it's Keith's cleaning corner time. You know what that
Oh,
means?
is it now?
Get out your white rags. Start cleaning.
I think whoever misses the can should get shot with the fucking cleaner.
Right in the eye.
No,
Right
let's
in
get
the
a
eye.
paintball gun.
And if it doesn't have a sprayer on it, we should have to take a shot of it.
Oh,
what the
my
fuck?
fucking god!
Aw.
Now we're on to Keith's cleaning corner. Grab your white rags. Start cleaning. What do you got this week? I see you got some sick rigs there.
Yeah, I have a white spray.
A white spray. Nice.
Yep. Mhm.
What is in that milky white bottle?
It looks pretty gross.
Yeah, this is Kobe Kaliva, not Kobe Bryant.
No, I have it on off. I'm prepared. for
that.
Come on now. I'll be throwing this mic stand at you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he can try all he wants.
So that's going to be Cole B, not Kobe.
Yeah.
Cole B.
Kaliva, not Bryant.
Kaliva.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and his dad Vic out there in California, they've been polishing for years. Kobe's a good guy. He set us up with a Wisconsin dealership on these products. And this is all we use to polish aluminum, hand polish aluminum, finish off stainless. Is his polishes, and then he also has some ceramic sprays and different waxes and some VPR is a product we use of his. But today you got what?
Ceramic spray wax. Everyone's kind of into ceramics nowadays. This one's really nice. Spray it on, wipe it off with a microfiber.
Yes.
Make it really shine and protect.
I use that very fine product to wax my toolbox.
That costs that costs more than most of our cars.
Most
Come
of
on,
the
the
time they
spray
do.
is cheap.
No, the toolbox.
That thing fold down into a bed too.
It'll be fine.
You just sleep up in there in a hutch.
Little ladder pops up.
Yep. Yep. That's how I can
The
see what's in the top box.
A mini fridge on the right side.
That's where I keep my lunars for the show.
All
Is
right.
that all you got for us?
Yeah, that should be it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. So guess what? Memorial Day.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, this is my personal question. What does Memorial Day mean to you?
Memorializing what used to be Matt's sex life.
Really?
Wow,
Let's take a moment of silence for what used to be Matt's sex life.
Yeah.
we're gonna edit this out, right?
No.
Fuck that.
R.I.P.
Amen. Amen, buddy.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
I hate all of you.
You have to take a shot every time Matt says he hates one of us.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah. Or just a swig of beer. You know?
Oh man, me and Keith planned that like at noon.
Yeah, it was a nooner at Lunar.
Oh, that's what I should have did today.
Ugh, you're
You
on
gotta
the
stay
clock.
focused enough the way it is.
Yeah.
What does Memorial Day mean to you? Seriously.
It means that we can do what we want to do because people gave everything.
Yes.
Fucking A.
That, I mean, it's,
Yep.
you know, it's different than Veterans Day. It's different than Independence Day. It's very sombering,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to bring it up this week and kind of get your thoughts, everybody's thoughts on it. Everybody thinks it's time off of work and barbecues and drinking beer in the backyard, and there's more to this. Why we celebrate this holiday, and like Matt said, it's the ones that gave all so we can do those things,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to remember that. And I hope as time goes on that nothing changes with that, because it's all about them people that sacrifice their lives and for our freedoms.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
You gonna piss?
no, does anybody got any plans?
I'm going camping.
I'm going camping.
I'm going camping.
I'm going camping.
Matt's jerking off.
First time in about 30 years, I'm not going camping.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for the past 30 years, jerking off.
Well, come on
Oh,
out.
camping 30 years.
Yeah, camping. Now
Oh,
it's jerking
Why
off.
it's still
Yeah.
jerking off, just like
Where are you
us.
camping?
My dad's up at Devil's River,
Right. in
Kiwanis?
Maribel?
Maribel.
Maribel. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to Lakeview in Chilton.
Yep.
I'm gonna hang out with the Seahafers and the Sumners this weekend.
Yeah.
Keith's joining. You should stop out if you ain't gonna.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I got a bale of hay.
Hey, Keith.
Actually,
That's what
I
you
got-
call it these days?
Actually, tomorrow I got to work a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta do a toll call.
Okay.
Oh, yep.
That's what you call it these days?
Oh God.
I hate you.
I can't help it.
Gotta go run his hooker.
Oh,
I can't let these get by, you know?
I got a picture for that too.
Well, there is a super good meme out about that.
Man on a toll call. I'll send it to you. You gotta put it on there. If you don't put it on there,
You're
I'm gonna
fired.
take this away from you.
All right, dude,
guys.
make me sit by Matt.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I will. Yeah,
I quit.
yeah.
I might.
He'll
All
take
right.
you like Casper.
Have a good weekend, mofos.
I got to piss.
I gotta piss.
Hey.
You manufacture